Hello students, welcome to grammar class. Today we are going to study about the topic tenses. What is a tense? A tense means it is a time of an action. By what time the action has happened, that is called a tense. A tense form a very basic unit of grammatical in all languages. Okay, in all languages tenses are the basic unit of a grammar. So, let us study more about it. So, see here children, tenses indicate the time of action. You might have studied in your smaller classes, is it? There are three major tenses, which are they? Present tense, past tense and future tense. These are the three tenses. What do you mean by present tense? Present tense means action which is happening at present time. Past tense means something which had already happened, and future means something that is going to happen. Okay, now next, be verbs. Before going into depth, let us study about be verbs. What are be verbs? Be verbs means the verbs like is, am, are, was, were, will be and shall be are called as be verbs. Now we are going to study in which all context be verb is used, how it is used in simple present or present continuous, present perfect continuous, altogether called as present tense. Okay, then past tense and future tense, how the be verbs are used and how you can make it a negative, how you can make it to interrogative. That is what we are going to study. So, first you have to be very careful. What is be verb? Be verb means is, am, are, was, were, will be and shall be are called as be verbs. Okay. Now, in present tense, which all be verbs are used? Is, am, are. These three verbs are used in present tense. Now, see the example. He is an actor. You see the word and. He is an actor. What is the verb here? Is. This is a be verb which is used in present tense. Can you say a sentence using are? They are talented, suppose. That's a be verb used in present tense. Okay. Now, how can you make it a negative? By adding not. He is not an actor. So, you can make a negative sentence using be verb. And how can you create an interrogative sentence using be verb? By putting it in the beginning. Is he an actor? Is he an actor? Okay, so be verb means is, am, are, was, were, will be and shall be. Which all be verbs are used in present tense? Is, am and are used in present tense. And you can make it negative by adding not. Is it? Then you can make interrogative sentences using be verb. Is he an actor? Or you can use are. Are they eating or are they playing? Like that you can form negatives and interrogatives using be verbs. Okay. Now let us move to the next one. The next one is past tense. Which all be verbs are used in past tense? Was and were, is it? Now, see, they were late. This is the be verb. They were late. And you can make it negative. How you can make it negative? By adding not. They were not late. Now, come to interrogative. How you can make interrogative sentences using be verbs? Were they late? Okay, so you see all the underlined words are be verbs. So, all these be verbs can be used for making a sentence negative and for making a sentence interrogative. Now, come to the next one. Be verbs in future tense, will be or shall be. These are the two be verb forms used in future tense. You will be invited, will be, that is be verb used in future tense. And interrogative, how you can make it interrogative? Will you be invited? Will you be invited? This is how you can make interrogative using be verb in future tense. Then negatives, how you can make a negative sentence using be verb in future tense? You will not be invited. You will not be invited. So, this is how be verb is used in future tense. Okay. So, what did we study? We studied that be verbs. What are be verbs? Be verbs is am, are, was, were, will be, shall be. Be verbs used in present tense is am and are. Be verbs can be used to make a sentence negative by adding not. Be verbs can be used in the beginning of a sentence in order to make it interrogative. Then be verb in past tense was and were. Then be verb can be used as a negative, were plus not. Then interrogative can be, a sentence can be turned to interrogative by adding be verb in the beginning. Were they late? Then what did we study? How be verb is used in future tense. See, you will be invited, will be used in future tense. Interrogative will be used for making sentence interrogative, and for negatives you will not be invited. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now, come to the next topic, have verbs. What are have verbs? Which all verbs comes under have? Have verbs means the verbs have, has, had, will have and shall have, all these together called as have verbs. Okay. Now, see, in present tense, which all have verbs we are using? Have and has are used in present tense. Okay, see the example, I have a pen, she has a doll. These both have verbs are used in present tense. Okay. Now, you already studied in your lower classes, is it when to use has and have? Just I have written here in order to recall what you have studied in your smaller classes. For I, we, you, they and all plurals you use have, and for he, she, it and all singular you will be using has. Okay, this rule you already studied in your lower classes. I just wrote it for revising. Okay, so in present tense, have and has are used as a have verbs. Then see negatives using have not and has not. How to make a negative sentence using have verbs? See, they have not missed the flight. She has not taken the file. So, you can make a sentence negative by adding a not with have verbs. Have plus not, have not. Has plus not, has not. Then, now come to does not have and do not have. This have verb can be used with does not and do not. See, she does not have a pen. Okay, we don't have a book. These are some of the examples that you can see using does not plus have and do not plus have. And using does and do, you studied in your lower classes. See, does is used with he, she, it and all singular, and do is used with I, we, you, they and all plurals. You are using do. See, she does not have a pen. Here we do not have a book. Now, interrogatives for making questions with has, have, had, do, does and did. You see here, you can make questions using all these verbs, have verbs, then do verbs also. You can make questions. Have you packed your bags? Had the food been distributed? Did you plan your holidays? Like that you can use these verbs to make questions also. Okay, so these are some of the basic things that you have to take care before studying the topic tenses. Now, let us revise what we have studied. What we have studied right now. we have studied that there are three main tenses in English language: present, past and future. Then what did we study? We studied about be verbs. What are be verbs? Is, am, are, was, were, will be and shall be are called as be verbs. Then in present tense, is, am and are used as be verbs. You can make it negative by adding not. You can put it in the beginning of a sentence to make it as interrogative. Interrogative means questions. Now what did we study? Was and were used with past tense, and negatives you can use were plus not in order to make the sentence negative, and for interrogative you can put it in the beginning of a sentence. Then what did we study? We studied about will be and shall be verbs used in future tense. You will be invited. Interrogative, you can put it in the starting to make it interrogative, and for negatives you can add not with that verb. Now children, has, have and had, how to use that? Present tense, what verb is used? Have and has is used with present tense. Then for I, we, you, they and all plurals, you have to use have. For he, she, it and all singulars, you have to use has. Example is already given here. I have a pen, she has a doll. Now next one, negatives using have not, has not. How to make sentence negative? By adding have plus not, has plus not. Like that you can make a sentence negative. Then does and do is also used with have verbs to make it negative. Does not plus have, does not have. Do not plus have, do not have. She does not have a pen, we do not have a book. Like that you can make a sentence negative. Then uses of do and does, I have put it in a box. This is something which you already learned. Now come to has, have, had, do, does and did in interrogatives. How to make a sentence? You can just put it in the beginning of a sentence in order to make interrogatives. See, have you packed your bags? Had the food been distributed? Did you plan your holidays? So detailed tenses like simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous will be taught in the next video. Hope you all understood the topic. Thank you.